Welcome back to Stick at Night. I'm your Commissioner, Anthony L. Romano. Today's guest, to me, is one of the most important people in Hudson County government. And I mean that sincerely because of the diversity that our county has. This young lady is amazing in the work that she does. Craig Guy, and before him, Tom DeGeese, had to pick different people to run our various departments. This was a #1 draft choice pick. She's an amazing woman, not only as the Director of Cultural Affairs, she balances that with motherhood, being a devoted wife to a Jersey City police officer, captain husband, and at the same time dealing with all of us county commissioners. I'd like everyone to meet Gina Hulings, our Director of Cultural Affairs. Gina, welcome.
Thank you so much, Chairman. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. And thank you for that introduction. I'm blushing. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
It is. I think, Gina, you are able to balance so many things that are going on in the county. I don't think if people realize cultural affairs, how important. Gina ensures that every ethnic group, religious group gets the representation that they deserve, working closely with Craig Guy, our county executive. And I know in my own personal events, whether it be Christmas tree lighting or October Italian events with regard to Columbus Day or Easter egg hunt in Columbus Park, and so many other things that Gina has done and helped me that I'm supremely grateful for your assistance. You keep such a low-key demeanor. You know how to interact, whether it be with our constituents and residents. You have an amazing staff, and that's a true tribute to your leadership abilities to keep everyone on track without ever losing it. I don't know how you do that. But I'd like today for you to tell us of all the things that you're undertaking. And right now you're also in charge of the World Cup event that's happening.
Yes.
And you have some things going on, the sports ed program, the arts and education. It's just so many things. So where you want to start? Tell us about.
We'll start at the beginning. So essentially,
your background too first. You're very famous working for the New York Daily News. So go ahead.
Thank you. So previously I was a director for the New York Daily News. And that was an amazing tenure, incredible people, incredible publication. And previously to that, I was at the San Jose Mercury News and Conference.
And what's your background? What's your ethnic background?
So my mother is Peruvian and my father is Portuguese, and I was born and raised in California.
Wow. So you speak many languages.
Yes.
And now with your own family now, you have how many children and your husband?
So with 3 children, 21-year-old and twins that are 6-year-olds, boy and a girl twins. We try and keep language at home as well. So speaking Spanish and Portuguese and English and, trying to do all the things with languages and culture and sports and arts, you name it.
It must be hard to balance it all too.
It's challenging sometimes, sure. This morning was a rough one, but you get through it, and it's with the support of family and friends and a good community, that's what it's about.
And thank your husband for his service. He's the commander of the West District.
He is. He's the South, actually. South District commander. He's the captain for the South and Jersey City Police Department, and he's been there almost 25 years soon. So,
and an avid golfer.
Avid golfer, very good golfer, absolutely. But just getting back to kind of the office. So the Hudson County Office of Cultural Heritage Affairs and Tourism Development is a very unique and special entity because we're a unit of the Hudson County Executive Craig Guy's office and department. So it's amazing because we get to work very close together and working with his initiatives and his goals and streamlining that. So we have 8 separate branches. So one of them is local arts programming. We've got history and heritage programming, cultural and heritage events, film and television, sports and education, arts and education, music programming, and tourism development. So it's very special in the sense that we get to connect with schools, we get to connect with amazing entities throughout the county, incredible nonprofit arts organizations. But to your point, we couldn't do this without our team, my department. Everybody is so passionate and works so hard to get all of these incredible programs accomplished and done successfully. So a couple of things I'm just going to highlight is right now we have our local arts program grant and our history program grant. So the local arts program grant is supplemented through the New Jersey State Council on the Arts, along with Hudson County Executive and County Commissioners, along with our History Partnership Program, which is from the New Jersey State Historical Commission, and supplemented with the county. And so those grants are live now. So please, everybody, if you're interested, apply to us directly.
How would they do that, Coach?
So they would go to our website and Hudson County culturalaffairs.org and go to the grants, and you'll see local arts programming and history and heritage programming, and you would go to the link right there. The guidelines are up. We have webinars that we did taped 2 weeks ago, so you can view those. If you have any questions whatsoever, we're here to be a resource and to help. So please apply directly and let us know. But you have 1 week left, so the deadline is Monday, September 22nd for those 2 grants for fiscal year 26. Simultaneously, we're starting our sports and education grant in November, and essentially what that is intended to do is supplement gym and PE. It's really to give students grades 3 through 12 the fundamentals of athletics, whether it's learning how to run, learning how to jump, the basic fundamentals of athletics incorporated with education. So we're talking about mental wellness. We're talking about life after sports. We're talking about if you don't become a professional athlete, where do you go from there? What are opportunities in the fields that you can do? We're also talking about working as a group and building a regimen and structure in order, not only in sports, but to carry on through the rest of your life.
Well, isn't it, Gina, too, also important that this interaction with, when I've seen, it's an amazing program. Does this take place in the summer, correct?
No, it's throughout the year.
Throughout the year. This is what it culminates, though, when we go to that event in the high-tech gym.
So sure, yeah, it's an 18-week long program, and at the end we do a combine, a sports combine. So that's going to be at our Hudson County Schools of Technology. It's going to be over the course of 2 days. We bring in professional athletes, we bring in student athletes. You saw it was
an amazing experience, Gina. Thank you for the invitation for us to be involved. The involvement, I think, importance too that cannot be underestimated is all the children from different schools get to interact. Mm-hmm. Instead of this always doing virtual, they're getting to learn how to play together, which is important in this day and age, with everything out there, and also to make friends.
Exactly. So. Yep, it's really trying to embed that, because after COVID and the pandemic, we realized, that our students and the youth we were lacking in that area. And that's another reason why we started the Arts and Education program as well, because we focus on all disciplines in the 5 arts areas, and really just to give students the opportunity to work together, to talk together, to work, whether it's theater, dance, play, you name it. There's so many amazing programs that we do.
Well, your enthusiasm shows through. I mean, that you have that dynamic energy about you also that is very recognizable. And you deal with the flag raisings, and for a lot of people that don't know, tell us about the different flag raisings you do for the ethnic groups too.
Absolutely. So we work with cultural organizations throughout the county, and we partner with them to do flag raisings. And I cannot thank you enough for being such a big part of that, because without you, we wouldn't be able to have these exceptional flag raisings involving all the communities. And really, we work together to set a date, to raise the flag, to honor the culture, to showcase traditions, and to talk about history, heritage, and the youth, and bringing that forward and maintaining the heritage, right? So we work with every cultural entity that we can. There's constantly new groups coming to us for flag raising. We're working on having Polish flag raising coming up. So
that's interesting, because there's a deep historical tradition of, especially in downtown Jersey City, of the Polish people.
Absolutely, and in Bayonne.
Yes. So yes, that's right.
Yep. So every year, it looks like we're getting new organizations to work with to raise the flag and honor these amazing cultures and communities.
And you're also involved with the rehabilitation of the Brennan Courthouse?
Sure. So we are housed in the Brennan Courthouse, and we're lucky enough that we are housed there, but we also get to do events there. So with our music series and arts exhibits, history and heritage exhibits, but also with the restoration, that typically falls under Director D'Alessandro's umbrella. But, she and our county administrator, Abe Anton, and obviously the county executive have put so much dedication into the rehab of that building. Interior, currently, right now, we're working on the exterior. Next year, we'll be working on the interior as well. So it's constant.
So you wear a lot of different hats within your own department.
I mean, I guess so.
No, but in reality, yeah, to balance, how is it to work with the 12 different communities? Because you obviously interact with all 12.
It's exciting. It's unique. Obviously, every municipality has its challenges, has its incredible uniqueness of it. But what I love is I get to work with you and all the county commissioners, and to see what the needs are and to hopefully help facilitate those needs and those goals.
Do you see the involvement of the people in the county becoming more involved with cultural affairs and understanding what goes on? How do you get that message out to people?
Oh, absolutely. I think the importance of, so our tourism development entity is called Visit Hudson. So years ago, our tourism development team really put a lot of time and energy and effort into developing our website, our social media platform. We have over 11,000 followers on Instagram, and coupled with our Hudson County support with press releases from the county executive and, just the website really showcasing what it is that we do. And one of our main goals is to educate our residents, our visitors, and get people,
What is your website for everybody?
Sure. VisitHudson.org is our tourism entity website. And then also just to parlay that into FIFA. So our
bring that back after commercial break. I figure we're going to really tear into the FIFA, but
there's a lot to unpack.
Right, that's happening here. Tell us, the World Cup is happening when?
Yes,
when?
World Cup 2026 is coming to a theater near you, to a county near you, Hudson County. And it's 40 days, 40 nights. It's going to be at the Meadowlands Stadium. And there is a lot happening. There's so many moving parts, so many departments are involved, so many entities throughout the county. And, I can go into the background of what we're doing and where we're headed. Essentially, what our Hudson County plan is to supplement those games happening at the Meadowlands. To give everybody kind of some perspective, thank you, is that this is a culmination of 13 Super Bowls combined into one.
Wow.
Yes, it's that large. It's the first time that it's going to be spread over 3 countries. So we've got Mexico, United States, and Canada. We've got so many more games. We've got so many more finals. We've got so many more groups. And we were just talking about tickets a little while ago. So the first phase of tickets went on sale, the first out of 5, which apparently is already sold out. And so what we're trying to do is really supplement and give opportunities to those visitors, those residents, of where they can go and what to do while they are here visiting.
Well, when we come back after break, we'll continue this discussion, the popularity of soccer, the World Cup, and Hudson County's involvement, especially with Gina Hulings, excuse me, our Director of Cultural Affairs. We'll be right back. I'm your Commissioner, Anthony L. Romano. Thank you.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and launch inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Welcome back to Stick at Night. Let's continue with our dynamic Director of Cultural Affairs, Gina Hulings here. And as you heard previously, so many things going on in Hudson County, a growing county, a diversified county. The sport of soccer has hit this area in the course of the last 20 to 30 years as no other sport. When I was growing up in Hoboken, soccer was not as popular. Then I remember when I was in college, the Cosmos, who were full of international superstars, came to the stadium and it was packed. And all of a sudden, it died again. And it seemed to come back with the Red Bulls.
Oui.
And so now we have the World Cup. And with your background, I'm sure you know soccer.
Mhm.
And I think you said your children play soccer.
Yes.
Okay. And it has now become very popular. There's Alex Lallouis, who does the Soccer Learning Center.
Mhm.
In Hoboken, there's hundreds of kids at the soccer fields. It seems that the popularity of football on the local level isn't what it was, and soccer has now taken over. Your opinion, what you think, and what do you see?
I think you nailed it. I think, Chairman, there's so many different groups of soccer. You've got the local level, you've got the club levels, and the travel that comes with it. Kids are experiencing it like they've never have before. But just to go back to the root of soccer, some say that soccer originated in West Hudson, in Kearney and Harrison, right? We've had a lot of amazing players and
That would be the
entities.
Portuguese and the Scottish, I think.
Portuguese, and then I think later Brazilian, Scott. Yeah.
And in
So
Hoboken, it was the Italian group, the Percantino family, put it on the map in Hoboken.
yeah, absolutely. So, the excitement around it is just tremendous, and I think as I was mentioning earlier, it was just such a unique thing for everybody. This is the first time anybody will ever experience this type of World Cup at this level. So I think, the county's approach to this is really supplementing what FIFA is doing. So we're currently working with the New York, New Jersey FIFA host committee.
Wow.
We created our own Hudson County committee as well, and working with several departments across the county, this is a group effort, without a doubt. We couldn't get to the level that we need to get to without all the
Well, I feel
support.
your intensity with this. I mean, with the energy, but also the intensity of what you're trying to accomplish and how deeply involved. And obviously, we want to make everyone proud of Hudson County, not to be embarrassed that we don't do this right. So I guess you and Craig have a strategic plan.
Absolutely. There has to be. I think a lot of us learned from the Super Bowl when it came here quite a few years ago, and really, just ensuring that visitors, residents have the opportunities to experience this in a way that they never have before. So the strategic plan entails really 4 festivals spanning across 4 incredible county parks.
Where is that?
Sure. So we're looking at Stephen R. Gregg Park in Bayonne. We're looking at J.J. Braddock Park in North Bergen. We're looking at Laurel Hill Park in Secaucus. And we're looking at West Hudson Park in
You got to consider.
Harrison.
What about Hoboken? It's the 5th park in here.
I know.
I mean, the park.
We'll see. I mean, it's still in the
small
works.
Wait, there was a small one.
Still in the works.
I have to talk to Craig.
I know.
Because soccer is rabid in Hoboken.
Right. No.
The field by the river, the field between the bridges.
Mhm.
I mean, if we could do something, to make them part of it. Because
Absolutely.
those kids really look up. And when the Red Bulls come down and they instruct the children in their classes that they give them, it's amazing the attendance.
I know. I've heard it's incredible. It's
Are they going to be involved with you too, the Red Bulls?
Yes, we're in talks with them. We're also in talks with the professional women's team, soccer team. And so really what this is going to entail is it's going to be a true festival. So we're going to have music, arts, history, culture, an opportunity for all of our local businesses to be engaged.
Cool.
It is going to be an application process, so everybody will have to apply to be a part of it. We will sell tickets at a nominal cost.
So you'll be working with Hudson County Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely. We're working with Hudson County Chamber of Commerce, Hudson County Economic Development Corp., Jersey City Economic Development Corp. We're also working with the Hudson County Community College, New Jersey City University, along with all of our municipalities.
You better include St. Peter's. Do you know the president is an avid soccer fan? He's from South America originally.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
And I think we have to get you a meeting with Hubert. He's amazing.
Okay.
He has revitalized in the history of soccer in St. Peter's University. At one time, under Coach Granelli, they were MAC champions, which is the conference they belong to. Their Division I, both women's and men's.
Incredible.
And then it went into a steady decline. he was an avid player himself.
Mhm.
And I had the pleasure of meeting with him, with Alex Laloui, the Moroccan prince that runs the Soccer Learning Center, that will be going to Red Bull Stadium. In fact, I'm going to invite you to tell Alex so you come with us when they honor and recognize the 9/11. It's coming up soon. I think that will be important for you because he does not want to, he wants to be part of it.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to. Absolutely. Yeah, the goal of this is really so everybody has a voice. Everybody has an opportunity. Obviously, the soccer activation component is going to be key. So we will be, having, basically group sessions for soccer during the festival, and there's going to be lots going on. We don't have the dates yet; they're TBD because we're waiting on the finals to be announced in December. But it will be.
So the championship will be in the Meadowlands.
We don't. I believe so, but I'm not sure of the dates for the finals yet.
Now, example, if John Q. Citizen wanted to attend a game, how does that work with tickets?
Sure. So you've got 5. To my understanding, there's 5 rounds of tickets, right? These first few rounds, it's a lottery, so you're not sure who you're going to get if you get tickets. So, people look at it as obviously they're avid fans. They want to come no matter what, or an investment, and they can sell them and continue on to try and get the games or the teams that they're actually looking to see. But that's how incredible and that's how large this scope is for FIFA World Cup.
Are you a soccer fan before this?
I am through my
played?
father. My father played. He coached. I played.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have a soccer player here.
It's been quite some time.
But you know what, though? It shows the balance. Education, family, athletics play an important part. Maybe everyone can't be a winner, but the idea that you get all these children out to play, you played, and the advancement of women's sports is so important in this country. I watched on TV the other day, ESPN volleyball is now. Women's softball is amazing.
It really
on
is.
Different levels. So I think that's important. And knowing that you played the game and you know the game and your father, I think that's another added plus for you to have that insight. That's important also with your European/South American heritage. You're able to understand of the expectations of those that want to attend, and your ability to interact with the leaders of these different groups because, again, of your background. So that's important.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. And, I'm lucky to get to do all these things that I have a passion for. It makes the job a little bit easier.
Maybe we'll get Craig Guy out on a soccer field. Is that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll get Craig out there. But, also, again, with will be televised in any areas with huge monitors of people that can't attend. Is that a good idea?
Great question. Absolutely. So the official watch zone and watch party is going to be at Liberty State Park. So it will be activated 40 days, 40 nights, the entire time. And that will be the official watch zone, watch party. There will be, however, I'm sure businesses and other entities having events where you can watch the games. So we just have to kind of stay tuned as we get closer to those event
I think
schedules.
it's going to be important too, Gina. It's going to be an economic trickle-down effect.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses like Samley in Hoboken, I'm sure that the bars will be having the games televised. There'll be visitors coming. The W Hotel in Hoboken always entertains soccer teams.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the kids there, and from different countries, they get to see groups from different countries.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
that's an amazing part of education.
Exactly.
As we say, and the economy. It's important. The stores, I'm sure, for example, are going to be selling different team jerseys, and people be wearing them like they do in football. And we want to make sure that Hudson County showcases our best. And the coordination that you're saying, you're basically quarterbacking this come together of so many different groups. What do you see as your biggest challenge?
Great question. So there's quite a few, but I'd say, right now it's really navigating the logistics of putting together kind of the festival, and we're in the process of figuring out the, the licensing and the rights for the watch zones in the areas, and really guiding the businesses and local organizations appropriately. So we're trying to put out as much information as we receive to do that. But also, I think one of our main goals is, as you mentioned, there's going to be they're estimating over $3 billion in economic activity for this region in this area during FIFA.
$3 billion.
3.3 billion to be exact. So really one of our main goals is to ensure that they have visitors, residents, everybody here has a great experience.
Places to stay,
experiences to go to, events to see. I mean, we love New York, it's our, they're right across the river.
Also.
However, we want to try and keep folks in Hudson County and Bergen County and the surrounding areas in New Jersey to showcase everything we have to offer.
I'm going to throw out two different things. I think it's very important that security is going to be a big concern with the craziness that seems to go on. So I'm sure the strain on all the law enforcement agencies, people say, it's next year, a long way off. But as you said, preparedness is probably more than its embryonic stages. It's probably moved on to its secondary stages. I mean, this is not just something that you're going to put together like that.
No, yeah. I think the three main pillars everybody's talking about is transportation, security, and activation. So
I like that. Did you make that acronym up?
No, I guess I had to talk about it so much. But those are the three pillars that really we're focusing on. And we're seeing, the biggest, they're not challenges yet. I hope everyone can have a clear plan as we're trying to do with those three entities, and really ensuring that if those can be successful, whatever.
Gina, I forgot to ask you, your educational background. You said California, where? Tell me, USC, UCLA, Stanford.
So I ended up going to university in Boston at Northeastern University, and then after Northeastern, I went back to California, and that's where I started to work in publishing, and then after that, I moved to New York, and I was in Manhattan for a few years. And
so I think everything that you're saying adds into the ability of you to handle all this, your experience from travel, and your also background in languages. I think we hit a home run with you as the director there. I want to thank you very much for coming on. I hope to bring you on again as this plan advances, because our people have to know what's going on, how they can get tickets, how they can follow different events. So you're going to be the key person to go to. Before we break, I'd like to say if you'd like to add anything quick.
Sure. The last thing I'd like to add is, I just want to thank my parents, my mother and my father, for instilling all this amazing culture and language in me, and to my brother too. So talking about FIFA in 1994, FIFA was, my mother and my brother were very involved. Ironically, in FIFA, my brother was a translator for Portuguese and Spanish for FIFA, and my mother was a business owner, and it was really special. I was young, but I remember it, and it was incredible.
Well, thank you, Gina. I'm your Commissioner, Anthony Romano, for Stick at Night. See you soon.